Hello student, I am Professor Jyoti Anil Mahatme from Computer Science Department of KTHM College, Nasik. In today's lecture of subject Introduction to Cyber Security or Information Security first, that will be conducted for post-graduation student first. The next topic from module first will be discussed. Module first is prerequisite in information and network security. In last lecture, we'll discuss some topics from chapter 3. The topics are overview of security threats and we can strong password and password cracking. In today's lecture, we will see next topic from third chapter. The chapter is security threats and vulnerabilities, and the topics that we will discuss today are insecure network connection, malicious code, and programming bugs. The learning objective of today's lecture is study about insecure network connections, study about malicious code, and to study about programming bugs. So first we will discuss about insecure network connection. For discussing about insecure network connection, what is meant by secure network? The secure network is any school, business, or other type of network that will fulfill the security facility and which is easy or which is confidential to transfer the information from sender to. There are some of the properties of secure network like secrecy, authentication, and message integrity. Secrecy means the data that will be transferred on transmission media or that will be transferred on network is a secure. Means it must be accessed only by sender or receiver of that message. Any other party which is unauthorized or unauthenticated cannot access that message. So it will be a secret message or private message. Second one, that is authenticated, means the sender and receiver must authenticate each other, means who is the accessor or who is the receiver of that message must be authenticated by that message information. The third one is message integrity. Since sender and receiver are authenticated, but in middle the message can be changed by third party or unauthorized party. So the message confirms that the message is not changed or altered in between the transmission. For that purpose, either the password facility will or socket secure layer will. The network which not fulfill these properties known as insecure network connection. So we can say that through insecure network connection, the hacker will be able to get sensitive information over a network. The sensitive information means maybe a confidential data that will be transmitted through transmission media or maybe a bank details that will be saved on network. There are some of the characteristics of non-secure network communication like non-HTTPS communication. We know that HTTPS communication means secure HTTP, which provide the secure connection between sender and receiver. Some of the websites are non-HTTPS, means which is not secure to transmit the confidential information over in network. The second one is unsecured firewall, which can provide the unsecured port through which the confidential information through the network accessed by unauthorized. The third one is local digital certificate can be duplicated and through which the confidential information on network can be accessed. The fourth one is improper network connection through which we can connect with improper or insecure network like free Wi-Fi network. The last one is application layer problem, which the application software will be created in such a way that it cannot fulfill the all security features related with computer network. So these are the characteristics of insecure network connection. Second one is malicious code. The malicious code is any computer code or web script is not which is not secure. Any code in any part of software system or script that is intended to cause undesired effect, security breaches or damage to a system is known as malicious code. The malicious code is harmful for computer network or computer system. Through malicious code, the confidential information can be accessed through computer network or the data on system can be damaged. There are different types of malicious code which include attack script, viruses, worms, Trojan horses, backdoors, and malicious active content. The virus is one of the most common form of malicious code. The virus is a computer program that attach itself with another and propagate when it will be executed. The viruses may be sometimes very dangerous because that virus will be responsible to delete all the confidential information on your. The second type of viruses are worm. The worm is same as virus, but the worm is replicate itself. Due to this, the memory on computer network will be damaged or the entire computer system will be damaged. Programming bugs. In computer technology, bug is a coding error in computer program that is generated due to user fault. The bug can be error, mistake, defect or fault that is created by user. The bug may be in logic or when we write the program, we write the syntax incorrectly. There are some of the programming bugs that are given below. The first one, improper input validation. Means when we require the input as a number, then we want to give the validation for number only. At that time, text cannot be accepted as number. Or when you want to take percentage from user, then at that time there must be a limitation. Means the percentage is always between 0 to 100. The second one, improper encoding or escaping of output. The third one, error message information, means most of the time when the error message is read on screen, at that time the confidential information related with system are also displayed. So that must be represent information for hacking. Like we can display the path of error or path of program to user. Third, failure to constant operation within the bound of memory buffer. And the last one is improper access control, which is related with authorization of program. Means which type of permissions will be given to which type of user that are also set by system administration. So in today's lecture, we will discuss about insecure network connection, malicious code like virus and worms, and programming bugs. In next lecture, we'll see the next topic, that is cybercrime and cyber terrorism, information warfare and surveillance.